And I was like, oh, are you saying I'm unlikable?
Hiya, Babs, and welcome to the Drag Race Yearbook. Thank you so much for joining us. Today, I'm joined by the stunning, the beautiful, the talented Cara Melle. Yes, get into the camera, baby. Show us the mug, darling.
Yeah.
Yes. Face, 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 tens across the board.
And then the hair is so
the hair. Yes.
Baby.
I know that's right.
Baby.
Look at this. Are we all seeing this? Hello. Thank you. How are you, Babs?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm good, baby. Listen, we somehow survived the night, and here we are, baby. We're here, and we're doing what we do best.
I know. Whose hands are these? I don't know.
No, I don't know them either. So, right, before we get into it, we want to hear from you lot, yes. So post your comments for Cara, anything you want to ask, and we'll get to them at the end of the show. Okay, yeah, that's for you. But Cara, as it's your first time here at the Drag Race Yearbook, let me explain how this works, baby. Me and you, we're going to have a little kiki about your time on Drag Race UK Season 5. Yes, you better take that sip, honey. And yes, and I'll be asking you to nominate your fellow queens in our juicy yearbook categories. There's only one rule. You can't nominate yourself. Got it?
All right. Okay. I'll follow the rules, I guess.
You follow the rules. I know that's right. So shall we get into our first category, darling?
Let's do it.
Okay, here we go. So the first category is Biggest Drama Queen.
Oh.
Yes. Who was the biggest drama queen on your season, and what was their most dramatic moment?
Biggest drama queen. I definitely, I think that Miss Vicki Vivacious was the biggest drama queen.
Really? What? That's so wild. She was congeniality.
The sarcasm.
The sarcasm is real. So last night's episode kicked off with Miss Vicki Vivacious with a mirror message going, "Love some of ya." Ooh. Do you think she was referring to you? Because I know there was a bit of speculation.
I mean, in my head, I was like, who else is she gonna be talking about? Like, I'm the loudest person in the room. And she did complain. I did overhear her one time complaining about how loud I am. So I was literally like, okay.
But baby, you're full of drag queens. You're on Drag Race. Everyone gonna be loud.
Exactly. That's what I was saying. Like, we are all loud, but apparently, according to some queens, only some of us are liked.
No comment here. Listen, we're gonna have to get into the Vicki v Banksie showdown. Are you and Banksie all right now? Are you all good? Have you kissed and made up?
Oh, me and Banksie are like great, honestly. I think, to be honest, better than how me and Vicki are.
No comment.
Yeah, well, just like Banksie is a grown adult. She handled her mess and came in and apologized immediately, which I loved, and I became like such good friends with her for that. And like I immediately just washed my hands of that entire argument right then and there. I mean, she did goop and gag the hell out of me with that "you're just as shit as me."
Honestly, it was a gag.
I was like, fine.
You look pretty though, so it's like,
but I'm so gorgeous.
So gorgeous. Yes, that's good. It's good to hear that you've made up. It's good that you have a relationship. You're sisters at the end of the day, and you're all in this big old competition together. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, we're literally in a fishbowl, so it's not like it was a science experiment. What was going on?
You're telling me, honestly, it's still going. We'll
Right.
move on to our next category, darling. The next one is Shadiest Queen. Who was the shadiest queen on set, and what was their shadiest moment?
Banksie.
Why is that?
Well, Banksie, there's something about Miss Banksie. She just don't give a damn. Okay, am I allowed to say damn?
Yes, you are.
Okay, good. Well, yeah, she will just say exactly what she's thinking. And also even like, and just after her win, I think she started the whole diva thing because after she won episode 2, it was the Banks. She was like, okay, now it's my show.
Yeah,
It's our show no more. It's the Banksie show.
There's something in the water in Manchester. I'm telling you, honestly, the girl.
Well, she also did. Banksie also did hit me with a surprising little line backstage, like when we were off camera. I was like, oh.
Okay. What was the line? Do you remember it?
Well, it was just after I won, and Miss Banksie comes up to me and she goes, "Now you know what it feels like to be me." And I was like,
Banksie, if you watch it back, I'll stand there.
It was, I mean, I was like, you know what?
What? The guy.
I gotta look at this one a little bit harder.
Keep your eye on that one. Cara, one of the
I thought she was gonna try and steal my shoes or something, or like cut up my wigs.
Listen, don't touch these Manchester girls. Should I see them? I know them. I got their number. One of the funniest moments on the show was RuPaul quizzing you about Miss Dionne Warwick. Yes, prior to the Snatch game. It was gloriously awkward, baby.
Yeah.
Tell me more about that moment. What didn't we see?
Well, I mean, do I know a lot about Dionne Warwick's music? No. Have I heard all the songs? Yes. But am I obsessed with her music? No. And I was doing Dionne Warwick for the character Dionne Warwick. Like she is a character on its own. And like, so just, if you've seen like her interviews or just like all the funny clips of her that like go around on the internet, like she's hilarious. So that's what I was like really trying to focus on. I think Rue was trying to stump me.
Listen, anything to trip you lot up. She loves it in the Snatch game. She loves to trip the girls up on the Snatch game. She loves it.
She sure did, but I said, okay, I got something for you, honey.
For
you ain't gonna hit me.
Not
this time.
Right, let's move on to our next category, darling. It is the best look. Aside from your own, who had the best look of the episode?
I just want to vote myself for every single one.
That's what I know you do. It's hard.
Okay, best look. Are we talking just like all around?
Just from the episode.
I'm gonna give it. Oh, from this episode.
Yes, from this episode. Yeah. Pajama.
Oh, who's still there? And what was the runway?
It was the pajama one, honey.
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna give best look to Miss. I'm gonna say Kate Butch.
Kate Butch, yeah. The judges seem to love Kate.
I mean, the comedy behind the knife in the back was iconic.
Iconic. The fact that she was grey and everyone said she looked great. I went, is that a compliment or a read? But
she was
either or. So, babes, you did so well in the challenge. You did well on the runway. How hard was it sort of accepting that you're like going home on a really good week? Do you know what I mean? Was that?
Oh my God, it broke my heart because I was just like, I know I did well.
Yeah, absolutely. If there was ever like a double Shantae, I was like, please.
I know. And I didn't want to disappoint like my fans or disappoint my family and friends. And so to go home, especially when I knew I did well, I was just like, well, dang. Like obviously you're gonna like overthink what you're doing, but I definitely like went through a whole mental roller coaster because of it. However, now I'm on the other side, up to good things.
I know that's right.
She's booked, blessed, and busy.
Babe, you were always booked and blessed anyway, so I don't know what you
that's true. But now, but more so.
But more so. Okay, that's more so. The checks are checking. Okay. Let's move on to our next category, babe. Let's look at this wig. I love this wig. The next category is class clown. Yes, who is the biggest class clown of the season? And when do they people are?
Oh my God, that's such a hard one. I want to say Kate Bush because she is such a jokes type of girl. But I'm going to give class clown to Delicious.
Dee, okay.
Only because she looks like a clown. I'm just kidding.
You know she watches this as well. You know she watches this. She's going to come to you.
I hope she does.
Listen, baby, if we're talking about clowns, I think there's someone you may miss Tomara Thomas. Listen, the clown. People
She's a clown. Yes.
Her like hilarious shady moments, confessionals. Is there anything that like caught you off guard when you were watching the confessionals?
Yeah. I won't lie, a few things did catch me off guard. One was, I think, the most recent episode, when, like I mentioned earlier, when she said, when we were talking about just like, oh yeah, I said, you're loud as well, just like me. I don't understand why it's like I'm being treated differently. And she goes, and then so in her confessional, she says, well, people like me. And I was like, oh, are you saying I'm unlikable?
The gag. Honestly, I would love to see all of your reaction to the confessionals. Honestly, what you all say in that little room.
Shady.
You lip sync together for the win on episode 3, baby. Listen, I know you live together and you do the most, but did you ever go, we're gonna make some TV? You know what I mean? Did you go, I think we got that.
We knew what we came. We knew what we came to do.
That you did.
But like obviously, like the lip sync for the win, that was just like we were such in a competition before the competition even started. So like there was not really any sort of like chatting about like, oh, what we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, like backstage. It was like we are in our own mind, we are in our own lane, and let's do the job that we came here to do.
Absolutely. And you know what? You did that. Okay? You did that. It's time for our final category, baby. It's PopBuzz Prom Queen. Who is your prom queen from this season and why?
Oh, well, you know what? I'm gonna give prom queen. Oh, I wish I could give like it to 2 people.
You're such a queen, ain't you? You can't break the crown, baby. You give it to one.
Fine. I can't break it up into pieces.
No, just one.
One for Regina George. No, so I'm gonna give prom queen to Tomara Thomas.
Hey,
100%.
She's got you by gunpoint, hasn't she? Literally under this camera, she's got you there by gunpoint. Going, if it's not me, it's over. Yeah, it's all right. Don't worry, I understand.
She's like literally on the table, just
literally, she's going like, listen, it's me. Yeah, don't worry, tomorrow.
No, I mean, like the looks that she gives, like she's gorgeous. The judges love her, as she says. People like her. And you know, like that's great.
Prom Queen Tomara, I can see it. And because it's a yearbook, obviously we can't go without having a yearbook quote. So it could be anything, just something to remember you by, baby.
Oh, okay. All right. I did give a little bit of thought to this. My quote would be, I'm sweet when I want to be, salty when I have to be, but you'll stick to me as I'll make you love me.
Oh, you really thought about this one, huh? You gave
it took me like 2 seconds. Don't try me.
The way you delivered it, honey, it was everything.
Well, you know, she's an actress.
She's like a dress, darling. Okay, well, I love that, baby. We do have some questions from the audience, so let me have a little look on the camera. So, Cara, what is the biggest thing that you didn't see coming, or the thing that you realized that you can't prepare for in advance? Does that make sense?
Biggest thing that I didn't see coming was me lip syncing for my life this last episode. Oh, I did not see that coming at all. Literally, we were all talking backstage, and we all thought I was in the top. So,
well,
or maybe they was lying to me. I don't know.
Well, that's an interesting thing that you said that, because the next question, someone asked, what do you think about Kate finally getting a win? Because if you thought you were in the top, did you think that someone else?
I thought I was in the top with her personally, because my look killed it.
It did everything.
And her look was also amazing. And so I didn't realize that they were gonna choose like the top by group. Once they started doing it by group, I was like, oh hell.
It was very that.
Here we go.
Another question popped up. So both of you and Michael were emotional after the lip sync. Why were you emotional?
Well, we got so close while doing this challenge together. Michael really taught me a lot about living in the present, about getting your mind out of your own head. Getting out of your own head, and just to really just roll with the punches and just have fun with it. And so we really got close, like truly. And Michael became one of my best friends during that episode. So for them to then put us in a lip sync for our lives against each other, you end up standing opposite the person backstage before you have to do this whole lip sync, and we would look at each other and it was just like,
yeah, I can imagine that.
Well, we're about to sob.
Well, yeah, obviously it's heart-wrenching and it's emotional, and you know what, your sisters, but your sisters forever, and this is it. Do you know what I mean? They can't get rid of you, even though I'm sure they did try. They can't get rid of you. But Cara Melle
and halfway succeeded.
Exactly. I'll wait. Thank you so much, Cara, for joining me on the Drag Race Yearbook. Thank you so much for everyone watching. Thank you. We'll be back. We'll be putting this back on later at some point. I don't know. I don't deal with that. The techies will do it. But we'll be back next week with somebody else. Yes. So you know what to do. Join in at 12 something or o'clock, something like that. Cara Melle, have you got anything to say before we leave?
All I have to say is marry me, wife me. Somebody
get this queen a ring.
Someone ring me already. I'm waiting.
Always waiting. Thank you so much, Cara. It's been amazing. Thank you, everyone. I'll see you next week. See ya.